Hi, my name is Elliot. Thanks for watching this short yet powerful video. You're about to discover one unique and highly controversial strategy that helps you pack on dense, ripped muscle without the puffy fat muscle that usually accompanies the traditional bulking and cutting process that 97% of all experts and trainers suggest you do. This entire process is accomplished by shifting your muscle fiber type into a biologically superior type 3 hybrid muscle. Now, I know this sounds crazy, but this muscle fiber has the capacity to utilize 173% more fat for energy. And if you watch this video until the very end, I'll show you exactly how this whole system works. And I'd invite you to watch this entire video now, as I may be forced to remove it soon, okay? Alright, so let's start with a quick question first. Have you ever wondered why that lean, fat-free, athletic muscle look only seems to grace the physique of your genetically gifted friend who can eat pizza and donuts every day, yet he still rocks a set of six-pack abs like Spartacus? Have you ever tried following a 7 gazillion calorie diet while training at Gold's Gym for over 2 hours a day, only to end up a bigger but softer version of your original self? Look, there's nothing worse than working hard to build muscle or bulk up only to spend the next 6 months with your butt on the tiny seat of a stationary bike pedaling like an angry hamster just to burn off all that bulking fat. Besides, all you've got to show after months of hard work at the gym and shoveling piles of brown rice and chicken breast down your throat is what I call puffy muscle syndrome, or PMS for short. What a shame, right? I mean, you've been lifting weights, you go heavy, you do burnout sets, and you even suck down your pink powdered protein shake as soon as your barbell hits the floor after the final rep of your workout. But you still do not have that dense diesel muscle that you've been training for. Look, I totally understand what it's like to be a chubby champ also. I become extremely embarrassed when I look at pictures of myself after actually winning a strongman contest. Sure, I had done all the right things to become stronger and build muscle, but all that puffy muscle just made me look fat, unathletic, and quite frankly, unattractive. Of course, I did get stronger while working out, but the problem with building that soft and puffy muscle by following the bulking and cutting system that most trainers teach is that it can become very embarrassing to take your shirt off. I'm sure you'd agree, but I'd much rather have the confidence of knowing that when you take your shirt off in front of a girl or something, or even someone who just doesn't know anything about bulking and cutting, that she can actually tell that you work out. Write this down. Building large, puffy muscles is stupid, and it's a huge waste of time. Giving yourself ugly, puffy muscle syndrome in order to bulk up and then slim down is not the way to go. Eating a ton of calories to force muscle growth not only makes you fat and puffy looking, but everyone knows that yo-yo dieting is bad for your health. It can also make you sick. Look, if you'd like to walk around with a double chin for 6 months, only to starve yourself for the other half of the year while screwing up your metabolism, then be my guest. But if you want to build lean muscle and burn fat at the same time, then listen closely as I teach you a unique and highly controversial strategy for constructing a biologically superior muscle fiber. We're going to use this hybrid muscle fiber to battle PMS and finally get leaner, harder, and stronger muscles, just like I did after a recent tragedy that I'll tell you about shortly. You see, I'm what doctors and exercise specialists call an endomorph. That basically means that I am genetically gifted to be kind of chubby. You know, a lot of people don't know this, but you can actually be a skinnier guy and still be an endomorph. You call these guys skinny fat. Anyway, the gift of the endomorphic body type is that we have the ability to get stronger and build muscle a little easier than the hard gainers or the ectomorphs. But the problem is that we have a very hard time burning the fat off. Well, at least I did until I was forced to change the type of workouts I was doing. Believe it or not, 7 months ago, I weighed a bulky 247 pounds. As a strength athlete, my big puffy muscles seemed perfectly fine. I could lift heavy things and I felt at home with my puffy muscled buddies. Well, that was until I experienced one of the most devastating disasters of my life. After a hard training session of lifting heavy weights and getting all pumped up, I went to my parents' house for dinner. After dinner, my father asked me to help him pull up a few dead trees that were still in his garden. Then it happened. I was tugging on a tree root with both of my arms. Then suddenly my father and I heard two loud pops. Pop, pop. I had torn my left bicep tendon clean off the bone. With my left arm in a cast and my dreams of becoming a professional strongman gone, it was time to burn fat and build up some lean, harder, more dense muscles than I had before. So I quickly realized that my big puffy muscles were no longer going to serve me. Basically, they were useless. No longer would I class myself with the meathead mass monsters that would often claim I'm bulking up to build muscle, just as an excuse for being fat. After recovering from surgery, I got in touch with my old college football buddy Mike, who also happened to let life get in the way, and he ended up accumulating a ton of embarrassing body fat as well. Being an ex-skinny guy who never really had a weight problem, Mike became frustrated as he reached his late 30s because of the increased difficulty to burn fat and build muscle later in life. With myself and my old buddy Mike as guinea pigs, we immediately began experimenting with a unique and highly controversial system of training called hybrid muscle training. Now, we suspected that by experimenting with the type of hybrid muscle development that I'll tell you more about in a moment, we would be able to build lean muscle and burn fat at the same time. You know, the amazing and almost magical physiological response that we got by using this hybrid muscle training is that you can actually build a new type of muscle fiber. This super hybrid muscle fiber is so dense with mitochondria that it actually burns 173% more fat than your average type 1 or type 2 muscle fibers. You see, most people who exercise or lift weights understand that type 1 muscle fibers are used by your body to endure long stints of exercise. Things like running a marathon fit into this category, or even running on a treadmill. But what makes type 1 muscle fibers work so well for endurance and fat burning is that it has a very high mitochondrial density. So basically, the more mitochondria a muscle fiber has, the better it utilizes fat for energy. The problem with type 1 muscle training is that the fibers are very small and have a very low capacity for strength and power development. This can be a problem for guys who want to build lean muscle. Most athletes and fitness trainers also know that type 2 muscle fibers are best suited for sprinting, jumping, and lifting heavy things. Type 2 muscle training is great for strength and muscle building because of its high neurological adaptability. The problem with type 2 muscle training is that the fibers have a very low density of mitochondria for fat burning. So this can also pose a problem for guys who want to burn fat. The unique and controversial solution that has been successfully used by athletes and studied by researchers, including the Paracelsus Medical University of Salzburg, Austria, is to combine the type 2 muscle training with type 1 muscle training, in order to transmutate your weak, soft muscle into a lean, dense, powerful, and fat-free type 3 hybrid muscle fiber. The most amazing thing about this type 3 muscle fiber is that it has the capacity to grow larger, stronger, and leaner simultaneously. We can literally build muscle and burn fat at the same time. The way hybrid muscle training works to burn fat and build muscle is by combining heavy weight training, resistance cardio, circuits, and intense intervals within the same training cycle or concurrently. This incredible and unique formula for building lean muscle mass and burning fat is nothing short of miraculous. And through our experiences, as well as others who have used it, it is truly the fastest way to get that lean athletic body that you've always wanted. So, as awesome as this training formula is, there is one more strange thing that we added in order to accelerate our lean muscle building results. We consulted with an old friend who also happened to be an ex-PT instructor in the Special Forces. We wanted to know what kind of diet we should follow, and he shared with us a diet strategy that would accelerate our lean muscle building efforts to give us the fastest possible way to get hard and shredded muscles. My friend explained to me that he had designed a diet that would allow his soldiers, who may go days without any food, to maintain lean muscle mass while enduring rigorous training in military missions. The goal of this diet is to force your body to use pure fat for energy while preserving and even building lean muscle mass. He explained to me that by partitioning our nutrients into different days of the week, we could ensure that only the muscles would be fed while the fat would be starved. Also, by cycling our days of overfeeding with days of underfeeding, we can force our body to become a more efficient fat-burning machine. Much of this magic has to do with the hormonal responses and actually has very little to do with calorie counting, which is great since I hate counting calories. So there are days when we deplete the muscles of certain macronutrients, but then we rapidly reload the muscle at the exact moment that it's begging to grow. When we added this reloaded hybrid diet solution to our hybrid muscle training, we practically doubled our lean muscle building and fat burning results. I personally lost 12% body fat, gained 7 pounds of lean muscle, and actually had a set of attractive six-pack abs for the first time since college. All of my friends were so jealous that they swore I must have been using illegal steroids to get so lean, hard, and athletic so darn quickly. And the first time my wife noticed the astonishing changes in my physique, her knees literally went weak. Hey, how would your life be different if you were leaner, stronger, more attractive, with far more confidence? Lean hybrid muscle training works, and my life has never been better. But here's the thing. For several months, I had been extremely reluctant to share this strategy with anyone. This is the first and perhaps the last time I'll be revealing it to the public. The truth is that I wanted to keep this information to myself because I run a very successful gym, and the last thing I wanted to do is to work 18 hours a day training more people who want to get results like me and my clients. My old buddy Mike convinced me that the right thing to do is to release this unique muscle building strategy from the underground, even if for just a very short time. So that's exactly what we did. After committing our lean hybrid muscle building tactics and strategies to paper, we put together a seamless package that would easily allow anyone who is serious about burning fat and building muscle to begin using our system immediately. We both were tired of hearing the same "you can't build muscle and lose fat at the same time" lies being told over and over again. You are truly going to love this. The very first thing you're going to get is our Lean Hybrid Muscle Manual, which explains everything you need to know to quickly begin building lean muscle and burning fat now. The next thing you're going to get is our Lean Hybrid Muscle Training Logs, which includes simple follow-along workouts that you can do at home or at any fitness gym. With these workouts, you can start today. Also, you're going to get our Hybrid Diet Manual, which explains everything you need to know to quickly begin getting leaner, more fit, and more confident immediately. With these three components, along with our done-for-you, no-calorie counting meal plans, you'll finally be able to look at yourself in the mirror and know that you are in the best shape of your life. This is the best thing that has ever happened to you, and your life will never be the same, guaranteed. After seeing everything that you're about to get, you're probably worried that this amazing limited opportunity is going to cost you hundreds of dollars to join, right? I totally understand, and we don't want you to worry about that. So unlike my gym clients, you will not have to invest over $6,000 to join. And unlike your typical useless gym memberships that most people waste over $600 per year on, you won't even pay close to that. And considering that most supplement stacks that you'll buy at your local vitamin store will cost you well over $100, we like to beat their price too, but only for a limited time. You see, there has been so much interest about our training methods from barbell clubs, sports training facilities, and gyms across the country that we've considered franchising our Lean Hybrid Muscle system. And like I mentioned earlier, I'm a full-time fitness coach. So if that pans out, we won't be able to sell the digital version online anymore. Besides, we're only looking for a handful of winners, the top 5% who know how to take action immediately and begin living the life of your dreams. So just click the yellow Add to Cart button below to get started right now. Here is our personal guarantee. To put it bluntly, we know our Lean Hybrid Muscle program will pack dense, ripped muscle onto your arms, shoulders, chest, and legs in a matter of weeks, not months. We're so confident that you'll reach your goals faster than ever before when you trust our system that we want to destroy any doubt you may have by putting all of the pressure on our shoulders. So, try Lean Hybrid Muscle for 60 days. It works. But if for some strange reason you give it an honest-to-goodness fair chance and you don't build lean muscle like we promise you, then we'll give you back 100% of the money you paid. And if that's not more than enough, you can keep the program and all of the meal plans, plus we will personally design a program just for you. Heck, you can even come to my gym and train with me personally, just to make sure it works. Cool? You really have nothing to lose. Click the yellow Add to Cart button below to get started now. If you're sick and tired of gaining fat, puffy muscles every time you begin training at the gym, and you finally want to build that rock-solid and lean physique you've always dreamed of, then stop fooling around and just download our workout and diet sheets down below. You've waited long enough. You've read enough bodybuilding magazines, you've wasted enough money on garbage supplements and flashy cans, and made enough excuses for being less of a man than you know you can be. You either want your body your confidence, and your life to get better, or you don't. Either way, it's totally up to you. The ball is in your court. It's time for you to take action. Click the link below. And remember, unlike most of these conceited muscle-building gurus who prance about the internet advertising their thin waists and telling people how great they are, you can trust that I am a real coach. I have a gym to run and clients to help, so my time is limited. That means that if things get too busy, I might just have to shut this website down. I simply won't have the time to deal with it. So this may be your last chance. If you're one of the top 5% that are serious about building a lean, muscular, attractive, and athletic physique, do not wait until later. Join us now before it's too late. Personally, I don't believe in luck or accidents. This is the opportunity you've been waiting for. Like the proverbial horse, you've been wandering the desert looking for relief and panting with thirst. Finally, you've been led to a luscious lake of clean, fresh, sparkling water. Join me for a much-needed drink, my friend. We're here to help you to a stronger and leaner you.